everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's just Tori. On this channel, we talk about anything and everything, but with a little Halloween twist. If you're new, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. You clicked on a good video because if you're anybody like me, you love fall, you love all things fall. So today we're just gonna cozy up. We're gonna talk about fall. We're gonna talk about how I prepare for fall and really just how I like to keep the fall ambiance alive pretty much all year round. I thought we would first talk about how I have been keeping the fall spirit alive even in these hot summer months. You saw the beginning of my video, and that's pretty much how I manage to keep the fall ambiance in my house. Every morning I wake up, I always make sure I'm lighting one of my favorite fall scented candles. I come downstairs, and now that there's pumpkin spice creamer out in the stores, I'm putting pumpkin spice creamer in my coffee. And I started a new routine during the summer because I work from home in the summer months, that when I come down, my candle's lit, I get my cup of coffee, I sit down and I read a book for the first 30 minutes of my morning because I was spending way too much time scrolling on my phone and worrying about social media, and I didn't need to be at all. So those are the couple of things that I like to do in the morning that really gets me into a good mood. It puts me into that fall state of mind. One of my biggest tips is to have fall scented candles year round. I know sometimes that they can be hard to find in stores. I'm trying to stock up this year, so I have fall scented candles well beyond, October, November, December, and to get through all of those harsh winter months like January and February where I live. You need an extra boost of serotonin, and for me, that's my house smelling like fall. That's another thing I like to do throughout the day is to step into my office and look at all of my Halloween decor. If I ever am missing fall, which apparently must be every day because I made my office a Halloween theme, but it's important to surround yourself with anything that resembles fall, whether that be like your favorite beanie or your favorite cardigan or your favorite coffee mug. That's something simple that you can do to make it feel like fall. I know I only use specific types of coffee mugs in the fall, so really just anything that you can see will help boost your mood so much, and you're just getting that little dash of fall that you need when it's 90 degrees outside. I have also cranked up my AC today, and I'm wearing my sweater and my beanie, pretending like it's not 90 degrees outside, pretending that the leaves are falling. Your imagination is going to be your best friend when you're trying to make it feel like fall all of the time. I always tell everybody I wish there was a place that you could move to where it's just a constant 60-65 degree day. The leaves are always falling, and there's all of our fall favorites, our apple cider and our pumpkin spice and the donuts and the sweets and the pumpkins and just everything that we adore about fall. That would be the most perfect place to live. Fortunately, it doesn't. So we have to get creative and use our imaginations and take ourselves there when we need to. I think more so for me, I really am looking for it to feel like Halloween all of the time, if you couldn't tell. And one of the big things that helps with that is putting on some of my favorite Halloween movies when I really need just that extra sense of happiness. If I'm having a bad day or I need something comforting, which I know Halloween movies really shouldn't be comforting, but they are to me. I usually find myself putting on Halloween. 1978 Halloween is always on. As soon as I hear that music, I'm instantly transported to October. And movies are such an important way for us to escape for a little bit and to get out of the reality that we're in, pretend we're somewhere else. If there's one thing that I could always recommend to people, find your favorite movie, find your favorite Halloween movie, find your favorite movie that puts you in the fall mood, whatever that might be. Now, I don't know of a whole lot of like fall centered movies, I guess. I know there's a couple, like I just recently watched for the first time ever When Harry Met Sally, and there's a lot of autumn scenes where they're walking around Central Park together and you see all the leaves and all the foliage, so that's always good. Up until recently, I've hated being in the kitchen, but I feel like I'm lying to you because I always hate being in the kitchen. However, I have recently discovered that I enjoy to bake, and one of my favorite things to bake in the fall is pumpkin bread. I am trying to, sorry if you hear that motorcycle driving by, or car, I don't know which one it was. I am trying to perfect a pumpkin bread recipe, and it'll get there someday, but I'm an amateur baker. But I really do think that baking your favorite fall treats is also such a good way to be in that fall mood that you need. So whether that be pumpkin bread, or I know a lot of people like making their own like homemade donuts or cake or cupcakes, or I remember when making those, oh gosh, they were, I'm drawing a blank. They were the coffee mug cakes. That was a big trend 2 years ago, I think, in the microwave. That's been a big thing too. So baking is usually good. So we've covered food, we've covered a hobby, we've covered coffee, we've covered movies. Let's talk about what our plans are for the fall this year. As of right now, I don't have any concrete plans for the fall, and I like it that way. Last year, we decided to, at the spur of the moment, go to Salem in October, the very first week of October. And while it was a great trip and I'm so happy we did it, I do not recommend that for anybody. Please make sure you're planning a year in advance for a Salem trip, because if you've never done it before and you're going to go to Salem in the fall for your first time, I don't want to tell you don't. Just be prepared for a lot of different things. But as I was saying, this is a fall where there's nothing set in stone yet, and I'm happy about it. We got married in October, so our 5th wedding anniversary is coming up soon, and I'm excited to celebrate that. I'm excited that Halloween is on a Friday this year, which is amazing. That makes it all the more special and all the more fun. But other than October, like September, I don't really know. There's some concerts happening that we might go to. I am a stereotypical fall girl in the sense that I need to go to a pumpkin patch. I need to go to the apple orchard. I need to go buy all of course, the fall scented things that are out while they are still out before all the Christmas stuff gets pushed upon us. But those are really the things that I enjoy doing the most, are the pumpkin patches and the apple orchards, or orchards. Something that I don't think gets talked about enough, or maybe it does, and I just haven't been on YouTube long enough, is the fall fashion. Fashion in the fall is something that I truly live for. As pathetic as that sounds, I live for putting outfits together in the fall. I have the most fun putting outfits together in the fall. I feel like when it comes to winter and summer, I have absolutely no clue what I'm doing with my outfits because the weather is so unpredictable. But with the fall, you always know that you're gonna be okay, whether you take a cardigan or a beanie. It's there for you, and it won't be too hot, it won't be too cold. It's always gonna be just right. Sound like Goldilocks here a little bit, but it's true. I think fall is such a prime time for fashion and outfits, and I always admire other people's outfits in the fall, and I love sitting down and planning out my outfits for the week, whether that be work or whether if that's, like a night out doing something. There's something about fall fashion that just hits differently. For me, I love wearing beanies. I love wearing hats. which probably is no surprise to any of you here, but beanies are one of my favorite things to wear. And I think part of it is because I don't have to do my hair as much. And so I always look for new beanies to wear, and cardigans are just my love language in the fall. I want so many more cardigans than what I have. Last year I thought I had a lot and I really don't, so I'm looking forward to purchasing some more this year. And boots. I get so hung up on what style of boot I want, what color, everything surrounding boots. I'm a very, very big lover and adorer of shoes. I always have been, always will be. And I pretty much plan my outfits based on what boots I want to wear for the day, or what boots I can wear for the day, depending on if it's raining. So I so appreciate fall fashion, and I do try my best on Instagram to post fashion content. I get so awkward taking photos that I don't post them enough, so I'm really gonna try and do that this year, but I'll try and put in here some of my favorite outfits from the fall if I have any, or just some of my favorite outfits surrounding fall or Halloween that I've put together over the past few years. But man, there's just something about waking up and getting dressed, stepping outside and feeling that cool breeze, but you have your favorite cardigan on, you have your favorite pair of boots on, you have your favorite spooky bag that you're taking with you. That just hits on another level, and I am so looking forward to that. I'm hoping to go to a couple fall festivals this year. Fall festivals are such a big thing, I feel like, everywhere, and they're just a lot of good, old-fashioned, family-friendly fun.
Nobody's leaving. Nobody's walking out on this fun, old-fashioned family Christmas. No, we're all in this together.
And sometimes we all need that. I really do enjoy going with my husband or my family or some of our friends and just sitting outside, loving on the fall weather, loving the food and the flavors of fall. It's really just a good time to decompress from a long work week, or put your phone away for a little bit and enjoy the scenery around you and enjoy the time with your family. So I really always try to find fall festivals. As I said earlier, I don't have any plans set in stone for the fall this year, but it had me thinking about places that I still really want to travel during the September, October span, and even November. November is really beautiful too. I am dying to go to Sleepy Hollow. I would love to go to Sleepy Hollow and see the pumpkins and the leaves and the cute little town that it is. I think it's called Tarrytown. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's what it's called, where Sleepy Hollow is at. And I just want to explore a new city. I also really do just want to go back to New York in general. I've been to New York twice. Both were in the summer, and I want to experience it in the fall so bad. I want to see Central Park in the fall. I want to have a New York cup of coffee in the fall. And I want to just see what New York has to offer in October or November. So if any of you out there can tell me some good things to do in New York in the fall, I would appreciate that. I would love to go, hopefully within the next year or two, and just go experience it again. Again, like I said, I was there in the summer, so I'm ready to experience it at a different time of year. Definitely not for Thanksgiving. I could not imagine being there for like the parade or anything like that. So preferably October. So there's New York. I do want to go to Vermont. I want to go to Boston as well. I still have yet to get to Boston. Every time we're in Salem, we say we're going to take the ferry over and go to Boston for the day, but unfortunately we never have enough time to do that. So I think at some point in my life, I will get to all those New England, those cliche New England states in the fall, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the future has in store. All right, everybody, that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed your time here with me today. If you're new, again, welcome to my channel. I hope that I have convinced you to subscribe before you head out today. I had so much fun talking to you all about the fall. Please let me know down below some things you're looking forward to this fall or what traditions you have. I always love hearing what you guys have to say. It means so much to me that you're here. I will see you all next time. Bye.